What I am going to talk about today may sound simple, and the concept is simple, yet it is very hard to reach. If you're ready and willing to drop the act of what you think you know, this video might be the one that is going to change it all for you. Learn to reclaim control of your life and learn to let go of stress. Learn to be human once again. Are you tired of living this everyday today life where nothing really changes even though you feel like you're in such a need of a change? Then I urge you to sit tight. You're gonna want to hear this. We live in a world with boundless possibilities. You can become anything you want, and all doors are open for you to walk through, just if you can see them. Yet, we are stuck in that one spot that limits us, our minds. I was once stuck and limited to my own mind, and there's nothing wrong with that. In the end of the day, we are human, and that is exactly what acceptance is about. Being able to accept is the first step to be able to make a change possible. If you're constantly being self-critical, trying to force change, then true change will never come. It is like trying to make the wrong key fit the lock. There is no point in forcing, so why would you do it? What would you tell someone that was in the same situation? You wouldn't be rude or judgmental towards that person. You would most likely try to be nice, and you would try to express that change takes time, right? The faster you believe, and I mean really believe, in the words that you already know, the faster you can learn to spread your own wings and get a taste of freedom. As a CPTSD survivor, I've had to constantly adjust myself to others. Being me was kind of solving issues within the family. Oftentimes that was draining me. I really lacked a true identity because I never really had a foundation or a chance to build my own. Always having to adjust myself to keep everyone else happy and everything in order had me going on my knees. This was not something I chose to do. It was rather an ingrained pattern that was being shaped by my environment. As the years were passing by, my life was filled with dread and unhappiness. Depression and stress were constantly present to the point of self-isolation. Even though self-isolating had its downsides, it kind of gave me something positive. For the first time in my life, I got the chance to be alone, unaffected by other people. It gave me perspective on my own feelings and a chance to acknowledge who I was in my own thoughts. It took a good couple of years and a good couple of conversations with the right people to finally see what I needed to change. Even longer to get somewhat grip over my identity. What it all comes down to is that change always takes time, and still today I am actively working with myself. Still, I face my internal battles, but for each battle fought, it gets easier. And I am happy I set out to start because it made a difference. I am happier within myself than I've ever been, still learning to walk before I can run. Sadly, there are so many people living this illusion today, where they limit themselves and who they truly are to the root of what society shapes them to become. Now, it is obvious that we shape each other in the society we live in. But what happens when the majority of us lose track of who we truly want to be? When we stop being happy with our own selves, many times we look for solutions outwards. We try to find our identity somewhere else, in someone else. Since the world has changed and the vast communication happens through social networks and media, it becomes very obvious to start pulling those strings. Easily following stories that display only one side, usually wealth, perfection, and those type of ideals. We can clearly see a pattern where people are mindlessly following the same trends just to gain recognition. Now, I am not saying media is all negative. It is an amazing tool if it communicates the right things. But a lot of people don't use it as a tool. Rather, they use it as a distraction from where it leads you further away from yourself and the person you truly want to be. And the crazy thing is that we already are aware of this, yet we still do the same thing day in and day out, until one day we do not even question it anymore. In a sense, actually we lose the ability to even question it. Questioning things in life is a part of a healthy habit that can lead us to make the right decisions for ourselves, about others, about our actions. This time we have on Earth is limited. Sometimes we even tend to forget how important it is to use it well, to fill life with meaning, and to question whether you are living your life to its fullest potential. To appreciate every single day that has been given to you. Are you going to be satisfied with the choices you made once you grow old? Or are you going to grow old asking yourself what you could have done differently? We all learn to accept life for what it is in the end, but the difference is whether that acceptance is going to be forced or not. Now, once you decide that it is time to reflect upon acceptance and truly find your own meaning in life, your own identity, if you will, acceptance will follow naturally. Facing the person that you are happy to be when cleared of all judgment is evident. One thing that causes us so much stress is the lack of fulfillment in life. There's nothing materialistic that would ever be able to fill that void, nor can anyone else truly fill that void. While another person could affect your life for the better, it still has to resonate true within you to be able to take effect. Make peace with yourself to make peace with the world. You are here to live your life to the fullest, so make use of it. The question is, are you willing?